evening, friends. Today I am going to narrate to you one of the very important, curious, eager arousing topics which we come across in our daily lives. What's that? Vatsayana Kama Sutra. When I say the word Kama Sutra, perhaps you will comprehend wrongly that I am going to speak on sensuality or sexuality. No. Vatsayana was a brahmachari. Many do not know about it. He wrote about Kama Sutra despite being a brahmachari. What does the word Kama Sutra mean? Kama means desire. It is not lust. Kama means desire. One should have kama. One should have desire. One should have aspirations. One should have an aim. One should have an objective in life. That means, my friends, one should mandatorily, compulsorily have what's called as kama. Vatsayana described how kama should be. Kama means desire. Sutra means a thread, a formula. A formula for what? A formula for a balanced life. A life of dharma, artha, kama. Ultimately it leads to moksha. Same thing I think was envisaged by the great rishi who had an empire, a kingdom in Pune, Acharya Rajneesh. He also advocated, he provocated, he spoke about, he almost advocated what's called as salvation through sex. This artha, kama, dharma, ultimately it leads to salvation or moksha according to Vatsayana. When did Vatsayana live? He lived between 200 and 500 AD. He was a great scholar, great Sanskrit scholar, great philanthropist, great advisor to masses of people, to millions of people on principles of intimacy, principles of sexuality, principles of dharma coupled with sexuality. Today's sexuality, unfortunately, amongst the younger people has lost the layer of dharma beneath it. That should not happen, according to Vatsayana, my friends. The first principle he told was that there should be a balance of life. A balance between what? Balance between your dharma, your artha, your kama, your moha, etc. There should be an equal balance. Neither should exceed the other. That was the first principle of Vatsayana. The second principle was respect and mutual thinking. Respect and emotional bondage. He said, respect others' feelings, others' emotions. Sambhoga samanvaya. He advocated Sambhoga samanvaya. Same thing Acharya Rajneesh told. Salvation through sex. This, of course, Rajneesh came hundreds of years later than Vatsayana. But the first person for the entire world who advocated dharma, artha and kama was our Indian man, was our Indian saint, was our Indian scholar, namely Vatsayana. Try to understand, try to comprehend the great qualities that he has had and the great qualities that he wants all of us in the society to imbibe at last. He also spoke about what is called as an emotional intelligence. We have heard of IQ. Nowadays, people are measuring what is called as EQ. EQ means emotional intelligence. What's intelligence? Intelligence is the total capacity of an individual to think rationally, act purposefully, and live effectively with one's environment. What are ingredients? It is an aggregate capacity, total capacity of a person to think rationally, act purposefully. You should think rationally, and you should have purpose in life and live effectively with one's environment. If you cannot live effectively with your environment, if you cannot socialize, or if you cannot mingle, if you cannot mix, if you cannot be a normal person, like talking to people, having an emotional catharsis, having compassion, then perhaps you are not intelligent. Along with that, along with this IQ, we have what's called as an emotional intelligence. We should have proper emotions. We should have proper balance of life according to Vatsayana, my friends. Love towards your spouse, towards your partner is not only physical. Take it out from your mind. It's not only physical, but it is emotional. It is psychological. It should emanate from your mind also. That's real love, pure love, according to Vatsayana. Patience, empathy, and grace. Three things he stresses. Patience, empathy, grace. Patience, empathy, and grace. That is real love according to Vatsayana. He also stresses about art of daily living. It's not that we have to pass our days just like that. It's an art. Just as we live in a scientific environment, there is what's called as an art of living also. It comprises what? Your health, your cleanliness, your hygiene, your grooming, your fragrance, then how you conduct yourself, how you balance yourself, how you talk to others, how you react to others, etc. This balance of life, or art of daily living, one should have in one's life according to Vatsayana, my friends. Equality for women. Vatsayana told this centuries ago. Equality for women. If you have that, your love increases, your compassion increases, your bondage increases, your empathy increases, your physical intimacy ameliorates, exaggerates, potentiates. Coupled with physical intimacy, what's more important is your psychological intimacy, your emotional bondage, your closeness psychologically with your spouse. That's what Vatsayana stresses in his Kama Sutra principles. Kama Sutra Vatsayana is not only about sensuality or sexuality, but coupled with that, or perhaps much more than that, my friends, is about human psyche, human mind, how you interact, how you react with your partner. That is the basic strategy, basic principle of Vatsayana's Kama Sutra. That's why perhaps sometimes we call it as love at first sight. It's not a physical attraction. It's not a physical attraction at all. It is a psychological attraction. There's psychological bondage. It is an emotional attraction. That's why people fall in love at first sight. These are some intricate, delicate nuances of Vatsayana's Kama Sutra. Thanks for watching the video, and please do share the video if you like it. God bless you all.